I was watching one of my old videos yesterday because I had so many new comments come up on it. So I was like, why is everybody watching this video? It was Let's Talk About Homemaking, and it was pretty funny. I haven't watched it. I don't even remember the last time I watched it. I haven't watched so many of my old videos in years, you know? So I was like, wow, 15 minutes. What do I talk about in this thing? And so I started to watch it. I didn't finish it. I actually got a phone call in the middle of it, and then I forgot to go finish it. But I did watch a big chunk of it. And as I was listening to myself, I was like, wow, life has changed. Life is nothing like it was when I was talking there 3.5 years ago. To think my kids used to nap and I would have 3 hours in the middle of the day to devote to homemaking. No, it doesn't exist anymore. It's so funny. It's just interesting. First of all, to imagine the women in my current season back then watching, thinking, no, sweetie, you'll see how it is in a few years. But also just life, like there's no set way, like you always are tweaking and changing things up like you have to, you know. It's just part of life, and it's a good thing. So right now things are like super different. In some ways they're easier because the kids play outside alone, so that gives me time to do stuff and just random times of the day. They have a few little chores, which helps me too. They're a lot more reliable, is that the word? Self-capable. Goodness, mother brain. So they can do a lot of things without help now. They're potty trained. And then in some ways it's harder because that nap time's gone, so I am always on time, like clocked in for training and you know, just stuff that before I would get a little break in the middle of the day. Now there's no break until 9:30 at night, you know. So that part's hard. So my life, I guess, would be mainly consumed now with schooling them, training them to be men of good character, and raising them, you know, in the fear and admonition of the Lord. And as far as homemaking goes, I've made a few videos since that one about how life is messy, life with kids is messy, and you can't always have everything perfect. It's kind of impossible, and a very high expectation that will disappoint you time and time again if you keep it there. So in that way, life is different. I no longer have I guess I do have a day that I do certain things. Like I always do laundry Monday just cause what else? Like, doesn't everybody do laundry Monday? I don't know. But I know some people do laundry every day. For me, it's just, I've always liked to just do all the laundry one day. And I always fold laundry Tuesday just cause it's there and it's ready to fold. But, you know, as far as cleaning goes, sometimes I get to clean on the weekend. Sometimes I clean on a random morning or evening that I'm like, ooh, the bathroom's nasty, let me clean. And then as far as the floors go, which in my mind is separate from like dusting and bathrooms and kitchen, that's just like whenever I have the time and I'm doing the floors. It's no longer like part of the weekly schedule because it can't be. Adding school and taking away naps, that's like 4 hours of your day, you know, that I used to have 3.5 years ago, that I no longer have. So 4 hours of my day have been taken away, so I can't do that anymore. And then as far as resting and time for myself, that is possible now because my kids are older, so I can like take a shower when they're awake, you know, if I wanted to. I usually am a night shower person, but I could if I wanted to, and I have, but I don't know. I do like to I'm still like a tidier, and I still like to be productive. But for example, this week I've been sick, as many of you know, so I have barely done anything. I haven't vacuumed or mopped all week. I cleaned my bathrooms yesterday because my husband was coming home, so I didn't want the bathrooms to be gross, but I didn't dust this week. But everybody has clean clothes, and everybody has food to eat, and those are like the top two priorities. I think I still used to say that 3.5 years ago, food and clothes, food and clothes. And I mean, I still believe and agree with what I said, that every house is different, every family's different, and that's good. Homemaking to me is not really like the list of chores that we have. It's literally making a home. So it's, yes, cleaning goes into that, because a clean and tidy home does add to the atmosphere of your home. But you know what? Other, like, more lived in homes that are a little less tidy also add to the atmosphere of your home. And so what kind of home do you want to make? What kind of home fits your family? If it's a more lived in, full house, then praise the Lord, make your home like that. If it's a very tidy house, then praise the Lord, make your home tidy. But it's literally making your home. So for me, more importantly than cleaning, food is like huge to me. I love, like, today I milled my flour, and yesterday I baked some bread, and we just got a bushel of peaches, and we have strawberries and cherries, and I just picked a bunch of green beans from our garden and blueberries from our garden. So just like having food and seeing, like, I made butter and we have raw milk, I love that feeling. I'm like, look at all this great stuff we have to eat. It's all natural and homemade and organic and from our garden and local. That kind of stuff that's part of how I make my home.